what's up guys? It's Nicole, also known as Nikki Vegan, and in today's video we are going to be making some easy meals for busy days. These are perfect for days where you have school or work and you just want a quick and easy dinner, something that's healthy and nutritious, but also very low effort. These are Mexican inspired recipes that are super plant-based, plant-forward, and really adaptable, so you can kind of use what you have on hand or what you like to recreate these recipes at home. First up, we're going to be making a Mexican inspired pasta salad. This is a great make-ahead recipe and it holds up really well in the fridge. I'm also going to show you how to make a dessert quesadilla that is so decadent and very, very quick. You could have it for breakfast, you could have it for dessert. I personally like it as an afternoon snack, so very versatile. Finally, I'm going to be showing you how to make these roasted cauliflower chorizo nachos. This is such a fun way to get your veggies in, and I know you guys are going to love it. Thank you to Mi Rancho for teaming up with me. They make some great vegan-friendly products like salsas, tortillas, and tortilla chips. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use their organic corn tortillas to make your own tortilla chips if you want to do an air fryer or oven baked chip. I'm going to get into all of that in this video, so I hope you guys love it. I hope it gives you some good ideas, and let's get cooking. This pasta salad is so flavorful and it's very easy to make. Start with cooked pasta, add black beans, tomatoes, corn, and red onions. I like to add some mild jalapeno peppers for some briny tanginess. Then I'll add some freshness with scallions and cilantro. The dressing is incredibly simple. You're just gonna mix together some coconut yogurt or vegan sour cream with Mi Rancho's organic Salsa Verde. This has so many ingredients all in one, so it's like an instant flavor booster. It's got lime, cilantro, jalapeno, tomatillos. It's so tasty, and it has a nice bright acidity. I'm gonna amplify that just a little bit with some fresh lime juice and add a little bit of creamy, tangy, salty cheesiness with some vegan feta. Mix that all together and it is absolutely delicious. I finish it with salt and pepper. And I always like to reserve some of the jalapenos and some of the fresh herbs for the decoration on top for the garnish. It just makes it really look appealing. And you guys, this is so delicious. You can serve it over greens or eat it as is, have it as a side dish. I know you're gonna love it. All right, this one I've made so many times, so you know it's good. I never get sick of it. You start with 2 tortillas. I like to use the organic flour tortillas from Mi Rancho. The flour just gets this really nice kind of golden brown crispiness around the edges and on top, which is so good with the chocolate. I'm gonna use a vegan chocolate hazelnut spread. You wanna be pretty generous here and spread it all over. Then I just use whatever is left over on the knife on the second piece just to help hold everything together. Then you're gonna go ahead and top it with some fresh raspberries. I love how tart and juicy and bright raspberries are. It really complements the dark chocolate and hazelnut. I add a little bit of maple syrup. You could also do some banana slices if you like. Mash it down a little bit, and then we're gonna top it with the other tortilla and put it into a lightly greased pan. I use a little bit of vegan butter to get that crispy, crunchy outside. And as you can see, the tortilla gets perfectly golden brown. The chocolate kind of melts. The berries get warm and plump and juicy. And oh, this is delicious on its own, but you really got to take it to the next level. I like to do a little bit of coconut yogurt on top. You could do a scoop of vegan vanilla ice cream, and then I just do the same toppings that are inside on the outside. I learned this from Ina Garden, but I love to decorate and garnish with what is inside, and it really just is a feast for the eyes. So you're gonna do fresh berries, a little bit of maple syrup, a little bit more of that chocolate hazelnut spread. This is so much better than it should be. Like, it's so simple, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that good, but trust me, it's delicious. You will be addicted. You got to try it. So there's lots of different vegan diets out there, but I tend to follow a more plant-based vegan diet, meaning I really like to focus on the number of fruits and vegetables that I'm getting into my diet in a day. I also like to look for that organic and non-GMO label as often as possible, so it really gives me peace of mind when I actually see the certification. Brands actually have to go through a lot of rigorous testing in order to obtain that certification, and so many of Mi Rancho's products are not only vegan friendly, but also organic and non-GMO, which is what I gravitate towards. I would say if you've never tried anything from Mi Rancho, my personal favorites, I love the Salsa Verde. I use that as the primary kind of secret ingredient in my green quinoa chili. It's got quinoa, corn, black beans, tempeh. It's a super hearty green chili. So it's like having a cozy bowl of chili, but with a totally different flavor profile. It's so meal prep friendly and freezer friendly, so I'll put that recipe down below. I also really like using the chipotle salsa when I make my queso dip. I make like a nacho queso dip that's fully plant-based, and the smokiness from Mi Rancho's chipotle salsa salsa really kind of takes it up another level and gives it a lot of depth. I just find it to be so good. If you guys want to try Mi Rancho products, there is a link in the description box below, and if you use my code Nicole, you will get 20% off your order. Definitely take advantage of that because they have a really great salsa sampler. I love their tortillas. I feel like the big burrito size ones are a go-to for me. I also like that they have whole wheat and gluten-free options, so I use the whole wheat tortillas a lot, especially for like breakfast burritos, or I do like a banana peanut butter quesadilla situation, which I will link that recipe below too. That's really good with the whole wheat tortilla. Like those flavors just work really well together. So all of that is going to be in the description box below, so check it out and let's move on to the next recipe. So I'm going to show you how to make your own tortilla chips. If you want to bake them from the Mi Rancho's tortillas, you're just going to take your corn tortillas and slice them in half again, and then one more time, and you'll get these perfect little triangles that are exactly chip shaped. Then what I like to do is place them onto a cookie sheet, or if I'm doing it in the air fryer, I'll just put this in a mixing bowl and I'll toss it lightly with a little bit of olive oil, or you can use like a coconut oil cooking spray to get a really fine layer of oil on top. You don't want it to be too much because you don't want the chips to get soggy, just a little bit to give them some flavor and help crisp them up and turn golden brown. Then you're going to go ahead and bake them for about 15 minutes. The full instructions and all the recipes you saw in this video are in the description box below. Then while they're still warm, you want to salt them and then let them cool completely. While the chips are cooling and getting nice and crunchy, I go ahead and roast the cauliflower. I cut this into tiny little florets and I do a little drizzle of olive oil with a generous sprinkle of taco seasoning. You're just going to put that in a 400-degree oven until it's nice and crispy and brown around the edges. In the meantime, I just warmed up some vegan chorizo. This is actually made from pea protein. It's a little bit spicy and it adds great flavor to the nachos. Then I added the homemade tortilla chips as well as Mi Rancho's thick cut tortilla chips. They have a thin and thick, but I like the thick ones for nachos. Then I do a layer of the cauliflower, a layer of the chorizo, and some of this Violife Mexican style shreds. Then I do another layer of the cauliflower, another layer of the chorizo, and a little bit more cheese for good measure. That is how you make sure that every bite has lots and lots of good toppings. This is going to go into the oven for a couple minutes just to melt the cheese. And one of the things I love about nachos is it has that great hot cold combo that I'm always talking about. I just think it's such a nice combination when you have something that is warm and cheesy and savory, and then you have something that is cold and crunchy and bright and fresh. The contrast between the two is what I think makes nachos so delicious. So I load up the toppings and it is so good. Recipe is below. Let me know which one of these recipes you're going to try first in the comments below, and if you have any questions about the recipes or any of the steps, go ahead and let me know as well. Make sure you check out the link to try Mi Rancho in the description box below. You can get 20% off your order if you use my code Nicole, so definitely check that out, and I will see you guys in a video very soon. Bye.